Okay, so today we will have a very wonderful session by guest faculty of AYG Academy, that is Neha Arora from Dubai. And I'm very proudly, able to say that my all the students, they are actually very nice teacher. They are already rocking in their field, but still they have done this course and now contributing their excellency, in some topics like mantra. So Sneha has very melodious voice, and I really admire her this quality. And she follows bhakti yoga. She has her own institute, Yogi Hearts. She runs even yoga instructor course, and yoga wellness course in Dubai. There are many students of her who even admired her quality, and I really feel connected always by her the day when she joined my course, and now she is part of my academy also. So over to you, Sneha. We have actually 18 students, but some of them are working, so they are not able to join live, but they see recordings. Okay,
Mm,
this
mm.
batch, 14th batch, is actually I provide all the recording from during your time. It was not like that, but then people used to be there live.
Yes.
So that was positive things, but anyways, we have to adopt all the medium. So they will watch your video later, so you can conduct the
No
session.
problem. No
Yes.
problem.
Yeah.
In fact, Doctor, stop the recording sending. Everybody will log in automatically.
Yeah. I
That's
feel
what.
so, now.
Yes, yes. Stop it back. Then automatically discipline will come, commitment will come.
Yeah, I feel like that only, giving lot of access and things, people miss, live session, live energy.
Yes, yes.
So, but anyway,
So,
let's see.
so
Yeah.
namaste everybody, and I'm very, very happy to always collaborate with Dr. Nutan because what she's doing is very, very good work. And as the times are going ahead, because internationally also I see a lot of people just stay on the surface level, skim level, and they don't want to go deep to understand yoga, ayurveda from the roots of it. Hmm? And when you stay at that surface, then you are at a stage where you will never grow. You have to keep going and digging deeper, and that's why I also constantly keep learning. Even under her guidance, I keep enrolling for the courses, because I remember the line she always says, learning is healing. And it's very important to keep learning. And what she's doing is amazing. And we're very lucky that in India we still have such teachers. And I can tell you with my experience, there's no access outside. I'm teaching in other countries and different that. They don't have access, and what is existing is very shallow level with no depth and understanding in it. You see, so because of pandemic, at least people are turning towards more authenticity, which is very good. So, so we're lucky that we have such teachers and who are still at least rooted with the knowledge that was and is. So, taking back to the history, of yoga and Ayurveda, and rather I would say Sanatan Dharma, the times when everything was so pure, world was one. So the reason why, like I always question why in India we have all this, why do we keep saying Indian, Indian and feel so much about our ethnicity? It's not like that. It's the world was one. India is the only country which continued to practice the spiritual aspects. You see, it was always there in all religions, in all countries, everything was existing. Shiva was common for all, the word was one. There was no earthquake, there was no this thing. That Manthan, when it happened for the world. You see, so there was no division. So all these spiritual practices, whether it's chanting, whether it's Sanskrit, all of that was always there. And there was just one language of the world. Later, because of the separation with water, with earthquakes, and with times, etc., we separated as human beings. Civilizations happened, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So, the destruction happened, and we are now in a stage where again reunity of the consciousness level is happening. And so, having said that, I think very few places are left which are still in touch with what was there in those times, and India is one of them. So we are very lucky that we are belonging in this birth to this land, at least taken birth through some exposure. You know, People work really hard to even get little exposure to this knowledge. Okay? So, having said that, I'll just speak a little bit about why my passion of bhakti yoga is there so much. So I'm a kirtaner. I have a YouTube channel. Actually, I don't have much of yoga postures because wo sab sikhate hain. I do teacher training courses, yes, but my real love is for singing and chanting mantras and doing kirtans, and that's what actually brought me to Dubai. I'll let you know. I used to hold these satsangs and kirtans as a passion in a yoga studio in Bandra in Bombay. And in my most difficult times, I did that. And my mother said, "What, you're doing this? You're going through a difficult time. You're going through divorce and you're doing kirtan." I said, this gives me peace. This gives me, this happiness. My guru is with me. He's also in Bombay, and I've been learning music for quite some time, but with a very spiritual teacher. And he's only been teaching me mantras and only been teaching me about bhakti and how to use sound for healing and that. And I always just learned it because I'm so attached to my guru. In the last few years, when I've seen the power of it for myself and others, and how it's brought about healing, wisdom, viveka, discrimination, and so much more, I've realized, oh my God, I was with the powerhouse, not realizing I was with powerhouse. Okay, so that's when I said, okay, and now I'm further working on it, and slowly I'm creating a web where teachers are getting trained and they can teach, and I can slowly move towards bhakti yoga. I'm encouraging them that learn the authentic thing, then you teach and let me do bhakti yoga. So bhakti yoga is devotion. Even according to like Bhagavad Gita and all the spiritual texts, we can keep learning, keep getting knowledge. But if that knowledge is not supported with devotion, it's just information. Okay. Now, what you all are doing, logging for Dr. Nutan's session all the time, but if there's no devotion, there's no commitment, there is no love, there is no passion, it'll stay at the information level. Even if from this you're able to take 10% with devotion, you committed, kuch to seekhna hai, your job is done. So I feel that is why it is important to, I'm glad she's incorporating mantras, in the courses, because they're an integral part of learning, and it's all together. It's all science is connected. It's not just one thing. So when we even break the word mantra, man ke antar, we have to go inside. That is the thing. That's why we feel peaceful with chants and not with rock music. See? So that is the whole reason why we chant. So having said that, I want everybody to just close their eyes. I'm going to play something. My sharing is on, doctor? Okay. So just close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just trying to open a sound thing. Just give me a couple of seconds. Yeah.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय अमृतङ्गमय सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु शान्तिर्भवतु वसतु मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय अमृतङ्गमय सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
Okay, you can gently open your eyes. Okay, how was the feeling for everybody? Do you feel more calm? You can even unmute yourself, it's fine.
It was as if you were transferred to some other place.
Yes. Yes, so that's the power of mantra, and you just feel relaxed and calm and peaceful. That is what we're trying to achieve, peace. If we don't have peace, we don't have contentment, restlessness all the time, that will affect even the soul within you. So, if you're learning about pregnancy, you have to also learn if whatever your state is, that's going to be the state of the child within. So, if you are not feeling peaceful, how can the child feel peaceful? Right? So that is why when we are, when we are talking about mantras and listening to these vibrations during pregnancy, it's creating a state, a peaceful state. You're not worried, kaise hoga, kya hoga. You're not worried. You're living in the present, and that's the vibration you're passing on to the child as well. So child has a lot of, uh, potential and capability within the womb itself to grasp everything. So if our vibrations are steady and stable, automatically that is being passed on. So having said that, what I'm going to do is maybe we can learn. Doctor, can I teach them the mantra for Raksha? Okay. So
Yes,
why don't
as I teach, that the 3S module. So 3S module in terms of mantra also you can just
Okay.
say.
So there is this mantra which doctor shared with me, and she said it's very nice for Raksha.
Hmm.
Om Garbha Raksham
Hmm.
विघाया च विद्महे
Hmm.
मंगल देवध्याया च धीमहि
Hmm.
धन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्.
Hmm.
So what we will do is we'll sing it one by one, verse by verse, and try to just feel the vibration of this. Okay? So so you can repeat after me. Okay, you can sing with me. So Om Garbharaksham unmute, it's fine. Don't feel shy to sing. Om Garbharaksham
ॐ
गर्भरक्षं
Vighayaye che vidmahi
विरायाचे विद्महि
vidmahi Mangaldevaadhyaya cha
मङ्गलदेवध्याय च
dhimahi
धीमहि
Dhanno Devi Prachodayat
तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्
Correct, correct. So it is difficult to pronounce, but once you sing it couple of times, you will start knowing it and learning it. So don't shy away from singing mantras or listening to them because initially just little effort to learn, but then you'll start liking it. Hmm? So let's try it again. Om Garbharaksham Vidyaya cha Vidmahi
गर्भरक्षण
Vidmahi. Okay, doctor, do you have this in English written by any
I'll
chance?
just check. I'll just check it out. Can you just send just forward? I have forwarded you, but now I just need
I
to.
have the YouTube, but I don't have the lyrics of it. Lyrics, I had to write it down.
So lyrics, I'll just check it out.
Okay.
And I'll
So
see.
even if not, a doctor will send the lyrics of
Is
this.
it there on your that last time PPT we have done it?
नहीं उसके अंदर नहीं है. Like
Okay.
it's not written in that.
Okay, fine. I'll just send in their group. Okay.
Yeah. So we can all, next time when we meet, we can try to sing it together.
Yes.
Okay. So today what I will do is I will just sing it 3 times. Close your eyes and just feel it. Okay. ॐ गर्भरक्षं विहायाय चेर्विद्महे मङ्गलदेवध्यायाय च धीमहि धन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ गर्भरक्षं विहायाय च विद्महे मङ्गलदेवध्याया च धीमहि धन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ गर्भरक्षं विहायाय च विद्महे मङ्गलदेवध्याया च धीमहि धन्नो देवी शांति शांति I hope this was slightly calming for everybody. And now what we will do is we'll do a lot of Om chanting together. I will teach you how to use your breath and chant. This will also help, as a practice, even in prenatal times, if you have to guide somebody or, even for your own self, how to have long exhalation. And Om is the best way to do that. Okay, so I'm going to play the Tanpura sound in the background and we can all chant 9 times one after another and see the control of our breath while chanting. Okay, 1 second. I'll just put on the sound in the background. Yes, the navel, correct. Very, very slowly. With control, we will chant Om. Om. Everybody can chant with me. Inhale. Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. We'll all sing one last Om together. Om. Gently open your eyes. Okay. So it's great to just chant and feel the vibration. Yes. So we take out time to learn, we take out time for beta mode, doing, but when do we take out time for being? So Om chanting helps us come to a state of being in the present. So, having said that, Dr. Nutan, would you like to add anything about mantra during pregnancy?
No, you continue.
Okay,
It's nice.
okay. Does
I don't
anybody?
want to interrupt my voice. Your wonderful voice is there.
Thank you.
So you
Does
can
anybody?
continue with.
Does anybody have any questions? No questions in this one. See, the mind, it becomes quiet. In Dr. Nutan's class, lot of questions. Ye kaise, wo kaise? Okay, that's good. If there is no question, it's good. It's just experience and feeling, and that's what we want to do. We want to reduce the mind's activity with chanting. So why don't we all do one thing? Let's all of us do some Brahmari together and again feel the vibration inside from the navel up to your brain. Yes? So we can all just close like this in Yoni Mudra, our fingers onto our face like this. With the thumbs, close your ears. Clench your teeth like this, but mouth closed. Inhale. With control, just exhale and make the humming bee sound. So just make this like this, and we'll do it 5 times. Once you finish, gently open your eyes. And we'll go on to the next mantra. Okay, so I'm going to put it on share screen so you all can see the screen and you all can kind of look at it and its meaning. So I'm going to share the screen for the lyrics of the next one. So this is very good during the second trimester, Saraswati mantras, and we're going to listen to them and sing them. And somebody has shared the previous mantra also on this. Okay, ready for this? Okay. You can close your eyes and experience or sing along with me. Om. Ya kundendu tushar har dhavara ya shubhra vastra vrita ya veena vandit kara ya shweta padmasana या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृति देवै सदा वंदिता सा मा पातु सदा निःशेष जाढ्या पहा Everybody knows the Gayatri Mantra. If you don't know the Gayatri Mantra, I'm also going to put on the lyrics of Gayatri Mantra. So you can either look at it and sing with me, or you can just look at the lyrics, that's also fine. Okay. So again, Gayatri has its own beauty and story behind it. Someday when maybe Dr. Nutan can share about how Gayatri Mantra originated. It's because of the Kamadhenu and why this mantra is so sacred. That's given also a lot of information. So Om Bhurvasva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. So this is the mantra and we'll sing it. Om Bhurvasva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So it's very clear that this mantra is for mothers to really understand that Gayatri is a complete prayer for protection, nourishment, and finally liberation. So it's in a very, very, somebody had a question about the previous mantra. It is chanted during the entire pregnancy, Raksha mantra. Dr. Nutan, you can maybe throw some light on that. Is she there? Dr. Nutan, are you there? Raksha mantra is usually during, I think, the third trimester, but you can always, chant in general also for a very, like a safe pregnancy, like delivery time and everything. So you're kind of increasing the vibration of Raksha, So every mantra is effective and every mantra, has its own, as you're saying rightly, it is, definitely power if you sing it at a particular time more, but it's, all mantras are beautiful. So I'm just going to share some links. Yes, doctors asked me to share some links. Just a second. And you can all listen to these two mantras. 1 second. You may, if you feel free, to discuss, share, express. I'm happy to just start a discussion as well. Would anybody like to share or express anything?
No, I was just talking about the fact that every mantra has vibration. In fact, it is said that all these mantras were already there in the form of vibrations only, and it's only the rishis who kind of interpreted it as mantras.
Yeah.
So every mantra has a vibration. So there is
Absolutely.
no good or bad mantra. Yeah, there are certain mantras which many of them say, maybe like a Bij mantra or something, which needs to be ordained from a guru. But I believe that mantra said with, as you very rightly said, the devotion and the right kind of practices,
Yeah.
it will still have its effect.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's very important to understand that when we're chanting, not to have this thing, "Mujhe kya milega? What will I get out of it?"
Yeah.
That calculative thing should not be there. It should just be sung with the purity that it is there. It is just, I'm feeling peaceful. That's why I asked you, how did you feel today? Maybe you felt very little. Maybe you didn't feel anything at all. So if you didn't feel anything at all, also is fine. But if you did feel even this much, means you have a seed in you which is going to call for more very soon. You know, I also used to feel that for many years. Okay, I'm learning. What am I feeling? Now I listen and I want to cry. It's like detox for me. It is so touching because that's the kind of vibration I'm working on. So the slowly the feelings will come. So yes. Bal Mukunda Shatakam. That is another mantra. Perfect. Maybe you can all share
Of
in the group.
Bal
Yes.
Mukundashtakam. In fact, you get it in. I remember when I was pregnant, my Masi and all had told me, you read this.
Mhm.
I remember reading the Vishnu Sahasranamam. I
Wow.
remember reading the Lalita Sahasranamam. So I know that, shlokas and mantras and chanting has its effect on not only when you are pregnant, it will have an effect all over. So you will find that positivity and the vibration uh, always there in your home. So
Absolutely.
chanting is good.
Why don't you share your experience that how did you in what positive manner did that listening and chanting help you during your pregnancy? Why
So
don't you
Sneha,
share
you
with
know what? When
everybody?
you started saying Bhakti Yoga, it really connected to me in that sense because my father, and because you do a lot of kirtans, my dad, I have grown up in an atmosphere where my dad used to do bhajans every day on Saturday at my place, at our residence.
Hmm.
So, all through our growing years, we have had bhajan kirtan at home always. And I believe, the every time people would enter our home, darwaze ke chaukat par bhi enter karte, they would say there is something out here in this home.
Hmm.
And that I believe is because of all my father and my mother's, the bhakti yoga, that completely, as you say. And I also know one thing, because today when I'm reading the Gita and all that, I realize bhakti, as you very rightly said, has to be a part of everything. That devotion has to be in everything.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it is, even today, if I'm taking a lecture or I'm giving a lecture or you're doing, a session, that has to be done with complete devotion. So today,
Absolutely.
when I'm a student, I have to attend with complete devotion. And that is what is finally bhakti all about. So whatever you do, even if I'm cooking, I need to do it with a lot of bhakti.
Yeah.
That's bhakti yoga.
Absolutely.
So even
Absolutely.
if I am singing a lullaby for my child, it has to be done with bhakti. It should not be with the fact that I want to put him to sleep. Ya, jaane do, isko sone do. It has to be with a lot of love and bhakti, that this child should hear my love, and that has to reach out to this baby.
Yeah.
So and I found that amazing part in that sense. So yeah, and I've experienced Garbha Sanskar because I have shared with Dr. Nutan also that my subject is child development. It means I teach a subject called as child development. I've written textbooks on that. So,
Right.
uh, it kind of, today yoga, when I'm learning because my niece is pregnant. Tomorrow, my daughter will be pregnant. So I need to share and impart, and I need to have studies, authentic, the things which I can share with them, because today's children, they want a lot of scientific background.
Yes.
हम जो करते थे, हमारे मम्मी पापा करते थे, और
We followed
संस्कार
blindly.
हम लोगों को मिला था.
Huh.
So that is something which I feel. So Bala Mukunda Ashtakam is something that I used to keep chanting throughout, till I conceived and had a good baby. Then there was
Lovely. I'll
a
surely listen to it. I've never heard of it. Vishnu Sahasram and Lalita Sahasram, of course, my Guruji talks about it and he's chanted also. But Bal Mukunda Shatkam is new for me. So I'll definitely listen to it.
So Vishnu Sahasranam jo hai, that is actually Vishnu is considered as a life sustainer, So Brahma is creator, Vishnu is sustainer, and Lord Shiva is destruction. Means the destruction in the sense, if you don't break, you cannot start. So
Hmm.
like that, Brahma, Vishnu, and that we say Mahesha also relate with the Lord, Shiva. So
Hmm.
like that, we need to, have this, even our whole trimesters are actually based on that. So first trimester is creation happen. Second trimester is
Sustenance.
sustain, we are sustaining, strength is there. And third trimester is just we are taking out that, it's not destruction, but it's a detachment.
Mm.
So you can consider these Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha like that. And accordingly, if you relate with this mantra with your subject, it's very good. Means like Sneha has wonderful that voice and the connection, and she follows Bhakti Yoga, so it connects with many people. So I do not want to interrupt. So in between when she was asking, I just wanted to stop and let her do everything. So this Saraswati mantra which she had chanted earlier, that is Saraswati mantra, which has to be chanted in the second trimester mainly, because as I told you, brain developed in the second trimester. So particularly when you have that connection, whatever mantra you are chanting and your goal is there, then definitely that goal can be achieved at the most, uh, way, means we can say skillful way. We can, integrate this mantra along with pregnancy, and we can enhance that our life in the womb with this way, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So,
absolutely. So, having said this, I think I will take a leave from here. And
yes.
thank you all for joining and being so open and receptive to the subject and not being like, what will we learn from this? Because this is more about experience and more about feeling, which maybe now we will not feel, but as we grow, as I'm growing as a practitioner myself, at least it's feeling, I can feel more. And the older we go, the more maturity comes in, to understand it.
Yeah, so thank you, Sneha, taking time out from your busy schedule,
No, no, no.
1 hour
Thank
at
you
least
always.
for us, to experience a little bit. So these are just glimpses which need to be, you can just consider how we can use this mantra or sound for pregnancy.
Yeah.
So I'm there to tell you benefits, but yes, I wanted you to also connect with Sneha, and I will share her YouTube channel link
Thank
so
you. Thank
that
you
you
so much.
can listen her other mantras and things, and you can use in your pregnancy. Here we have pregnant women, Sapna here. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I don't want to share this. Like usually, nobody knows. For me, because this is passion. I'm working on doing more recordings. My house is more of gadgets than clothes because I'm learning to record and by myself. So I'm coming up with a lot of mantras very soon, and it'll be on Spotify and also on YouTube. And it's more for people to listen. It's a meditative sound.
Mhm, mhm.
So that is my future project that I'm working on, and you
Yes,
can support it because my channel has
definitely.
more mantras, not so much of yoga. on it.
I'm always there for my students. So I'll share your YouTube link, and my all students are going to
Yes, thank
join
you,
that and
thank
listen to
you,
you
thank you.
and share
So
that link with things.
one
Thank
of my friends, her daughter used to even now she puts a 2-year-old baby just putting. I have recorded Nirvan Shatkam, and she plays that, and her baby goes off to sleep. So they are very like
yeah,
meditative, very trance kind of
yeah.
effective
Uh, uh,
sounds. So
yes, 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 yes,
thank you so much.
yes,
Lovely. So
yes.
I'll take a
Thank you.
leave from here now. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Sneha. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye.
Bye. So we'll be here. Do you want to take break and then we can start with question answer session? Yeah. So take a break for 5 minutes.